Hi, this is Psych Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Seems I did the wrong time for the live for today. Sorry about that, but it's always at 5 p.m. Central on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Saturdays and Sundays, it's always at 10 a.m. Central. So sorry about that. If you came in at, I think it was marked for 11:30 or something like that. So sorry about that. So just a couple of reminders that if you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go down to secondreadingsbyandre.com. All the information's there. Just give me an email and we'll get together for a personal reading. What else? If you'd like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best way, we also on that same website, secondreadingsbyandre.com, we actually have a link to Trezor. So make sure you go check it out. Okay, so let's get started. About monkeys. Now, it's going a lot around in the news right now about monkeys. I don't know if we can say the entire phrase, but it is the new scare tactic that our governments are using right now to keep us in compliance. I don't think it's going to be lasting that long. They're going to be going back and forth between that and COVID and maybe the war and going around and around and around. And now they got the shooting thing, trying to get everybody up in an uproar. Even now the shooting was horrible and all that sort of thing. It's something that happens all the time. Okay. They're just trying to find something to keep your attention. Okay. To keep you in fear. So you think you need them for protection and leadership. Where if you had that fear, you wouldn't really need them. And I believe that we should be looking at needing them less and less as we move along. Okay, so we got some people in the chat already. Hello, everybody. Cool. Let's do a couple cards on the monkey situation. I know it's a lot of monkey business from the governments from around the world, but you know, that's what they do. That's what we pay them for. It's monkey business. Already got some good questions coming out. And we got the wife on deck. She's doing all the work behind the scenes, keeps me on the straight and narrow. And she's talking to the people in the chat. Awesome stuff. So let's look at monkeys, if you know what I mean. Okay. So the health of this whole thing, if it's going to have any life to it, to keep the people scared for the long periods of time that they were hoping for, it's going to be a hard sell since everybody came out of a 2-year thing. Okay. I think a lot of people are actually more scared. General population. I was on the bus today and people are wearing their masks even tighter to their face. So I guess it is working on some people, but the majority of us are just rolling our eyes back in our head and go, whatever. So it seems that the health of this situation is going to be not that long. It's going to be petering out pretty quickly because I think the majority of people are sick of all this nonsense. The monkey business, as it were. Uh, they're trying to change the financial situation for many people, trying to keep them at home and have an excuse why the economy is crashing, okay, and trying to do another lockdown or something like that. Of course, um, the people that are associated with this are at their wits' end on how to keep the people scared, and they're having to come up with new and better ideas to keep us all scared and needing their protection. Okay. This the other thing that was going on, and it's also showing up in my cards, is that they're more scared at this moment in time because they don't know how to proceed forward. Okay. Um, Everything that they've been trying to do is not having the effect that they were hoping for. So a lot of the schemes, a lot of the nonsense going on from governments is kind of basically falling flat on its face for a good portion of the population. And it's getting to become more and more expensive, okay, on their behalf. Even though they can print money at will, um, it's becoming more expensive for them to keep these lies continuously going because it costs a lot of money and a lot of people need to be paid, and that's starting to run out. And even now the Fed is going to be raising interest, which is going to be bringing the economy crashing down. It's already been happening if you've been paying attention in the news. So nothing to worry about. I don't think it's going to go that far. Uh, so they're going to have to try to come up with something else. So, not sure what that is, but they are going to be trying something probably in the next month or so to try to keep us scared and preoccupied with things. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Blocktopia. Somebody was asking about that. I believe that was the last show. Oh, just a reminder, if I do miss your side chat thing, make sure you put it in the comments after this has become an actual video. That way we can look at it. Remember to do it for the next show. Okay, so let's have a look at Blocktopia. So Blocktopia the health seems to be not so bad. There's going to be a lot of victories for them coming up very, very soon. This is going to be for the next year for Blocktopia as a reading. The money is going to be lackluster. There was a lot of hurdles that they had to overcome. Okay. We got that Three of Swords, of course, but it was reversed. So it just means your goal, and something coming between those things. But I believe they've overcome those hurdles that have been put in front of them quite easily, actually. Looked bigger than it actually was, and they overcame that. And a lot of the people are starting to work more and more on Blocktopia, moving forward and doing great progress. So it could be a really good one for the new year. It's going to be following along with the Bitcoin price as it is. I don't think much. It's going to be a summer of what may seem to be hell for most people in the cryptocurrency world, but it's going to be a good opportunity to be greedy. When everybody's scared, be greedy, and that's going to be changing throughout the summer. until the fall time, and I think everything's going to start to pump back up for the new winter season. So this is going to be a summer of very um, good buying opportunities. We'll just leave it at that for many of the cryptocurrencies that are out there. I think the one that's going to be really popping is Ethereum by the end of July, August, which I had made a prediction on that it was going to be late. Vitalik just made his announcement, I believe yesterday or today, that on the time on when everything's going to be happening, and it's going to be very, very soon. It's going to be, he said, August or up to October. So in that time space, and I do expect that the Ethereum price will start to really move into action. Okay. So that was Blocktopia. Let's move on to the next thing. Now, people are always asking about the cyber attack that's going to be happening. I believe I've done a reading on this previously, and this would be a last-ditch effort on the elites on doing this sort of thing. It wouldn't really affect cryptocurrencies. It would affect everything else. Even their own banking system, it would affect if they attack the entire internet, let's say. So they can't really do that because it would be affecting them. They don't mind if it affects you, okay? But when it starts to affect them, then they start thinking twice about things. So this is basically how the politicians and the people in power think, okay? As long as it's not affecting me and it affects the people, that's okay. So let's throw some cards down on the cyber attacks that may or may not come. Somebody had asked this the last show. We got Super Whittle guy, I see. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much from the cyber attack situation. I think the health of that situation is overcome by many of the white hat and other people protecting the internet on the whole. And the fact that it's probably a really dumb idea to attack the financial system. And it wouldn't really affect cryptocurrencies for long because cryptocurrencies are on their blockchain. And if the internet ever goes down, especially Bitcoin, it just, when everything's cleared up, it just comes back up. The biggest thing that it would affect would be the banking industry, which all runs on the internet right now. So they won't do anything to hurt themselves, only to us. Okay? Kind of paints a pretty picture on politicians. If you're wondering how they felt about us, the finance, of course, the cards are showing that's the end of a cycle. The cyber attacks probably will not happen. I think if they ever did, it was be a last ditch effort to try to get rid of cryptocurrencies, which would never happen. It just tells me their lack of understanding of certain things. Okay. Of course, they were all in Davos with the World Trade or whatever, the Great Reset people. And the biggest topic they were having there was how to take care of cryptocurrencies. It's so bad. So if they're talking about it that way, it means they don't really have anything in place to get rid of cryptocurrencies. So our new system, it's great because governments can't do nothing to it, which is good. The biggest criminals on the planet and the banking cartel and all the elites can't do anything. All they can do is join and get in on the fun. Okay? So let's move on to the next topic as my voice cracks. Upland. Somebody was asking about Upland. I'm not 100% sure what Upland is, but let's just throw some cards down, see what the cards say about it. Okay, so it seems the health of it, they've been working their butts off to get everything moving the right direction. The health of it seems to be very good, and they're ready to charge forward into new territory, as it were, for this the platform for Upland. I'm not sure if it's a crypto or not. The value of it is, of course, going to be a little lackluster for the next little while, like everything else. But I do think the right things are going into place to make it a very good contender for the near future. The people that are involved in this one seem to be very good. We got the Ace of Swords, so they got a super duper team. We got the this wonderful card here, which means fast motion because of hard work. So that hard work that they've been doing up to this point in time is going to be really paying off for them in great ways in the future. Coming up, and we got the 10 card of wands, which is end of a cycle. So that hard work that they've been doing for quite some time, it's going to be really paying off dividends now. So all the foundation has been laid, all the hard work has been done, and now they can move forward into the next thing. So it could be a good opportunity for buying before it starts to really go up. Like most of the other cryptocurrencies that are out there, it is a good time to buy now, especially my 6 that I always keep talking about, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, especially at this moment in time, XRP, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash. Okay, this is the time to get greedy on those things, and I think Upland could be another good potential for buying opportunities coming up. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing. Now, this is a mining company, I believe. Somebody was asking about that. Called Threefold Mining, TFT. So let's have a look at that. And we got Domino on deck. Yeah. You want to say hello to the people? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. He gets so excited when I'm doing cards and stuff. I got the tarot cards out. He just gets so excited. But then he gets rambunctious, goes everywhere. Yeah. You gonna sit? Yeah. Sit quietly. Yeah. Okay. You sit quietly, and we'll continue with the. No, don't climb all over the cards. Yeah, confirmations from Domino. Yes. His tail will point the way and get in the way of everything going on. So let's have a look at Threefold Mining. Domino seems to like it. Let's see what the cards say. It seems that the health is very, very good on this one. We got the sun. And they've been going through a really good growth spike at this moment. I think they had a little bit of an incident, and I think they're going to be pulling themselves out of that very, very soon. We got the Wheel of Fortune as well with this one for the health of the project going forward. There's some decisions to be made. It's going to be very soon that they're going to be making a correct choice, because I think the path that they were going down was causing a lot of confusion within the people that are involved in this one. I think they're going to be changing course, and everything will become much, much better moving forward. It's going to take a little while before they pick up steam. But I think when they do, it's going to be really taking off in the near future, probably along with everything else. So it's more of a waiting game and having a lot of patience. Get it, sit on it, enjoy the summer. Okay, that's a lot of other YouTubers have been saying that it's going to be the summer of hell. Yeah, buy your cryptos at a nice low price, sit on them, and enjoy the summer as much as you can. This may be the nicest time you're going to have for quite some time, because of everything else going on in the world. So, just a word of advice: get it, sit on it, enjoy the summer. Yeah, the people involved in this are, I think previously they were tied to things that don't work, and I think they're going to be coming out of that and changing gears and moving on to the better idea moving forward. So with this one, it's probably going to have some good buying opportunities coming up, and you just buy it, sit on it, enjoy that summer. Okay, let's look at the next one. Axie Infinity. Hey, one of the probably the top games around for its type. I know a few people that play it, and a lot of those people aren't into cryptocurrencies. So let's have a look at the Axie Infinity overall, how they're going to be doing for the next year or so. Domino dancing. Yep. Is that a shark fin or tail? Well, every wizard needs his familiar. But it's the wife's familiar. So, he's a mama's boy. Okay, so this is Axie Infinity for the next year. It seems that their health is going to be pretty good. Nothing major going on there. I think they're going to be making changes to make it even better and stronger and more accessible to more people. I think with the new the Ethereum thing going on, I think the prices of things are going to be coming down uh, quite considerably after Vitalik has made his announcement the other day. So that means that the price is probably going to be going up quite a bit, and I think they're just put in a burning mechanism for the tokens themselves. So that means that the price is going to be starting to climb up. It'll take a long time for the price to really get up to that penny or dollar or whatever everybody's looking at, because there's trillions of coins. So you have to take out more than half of them to really start to make some headway with price. The company itself is no problems there. They're going to be adding things, and they're going to have a strong new year coming up. Domino acts like a monkey. Yeah. And the people that are involved in it, I think they got a world-class team with them, and there seems to be no problems with that. So expect many new changes, accessibility to regular folks, and I think the price is going to be going up quite a bit with the combination of the Ethereum thing going on and the burning. Okay, so that was Axie Infinity. And we got another request for Moon River. And I won't sing for you this time. Moon River. Oh, yeah, I said I wouldn't sing. Anyways, that's why I do cards. I don't sing anymore. Let's have a look at Moon River for the new year. Okay. Now, for the new year, I think the health of it is going to be very good. We got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a really good card. It means yes for the health. Everything's going to be moving forward in a good way. That particular way. The price is going to be like everything else. They look like they've been beat up on the price wise in the last little while. Like this guy. Oh, he's just had a hard day of everything. But I think they're going to be coming out of that very, very quickly. There's a lot of hard work that still needs to be done. And of course, with all that uncertainty, it just affects the price in a big way. Okay. But that price, like everything else, is going to be following that Bitcoin price for the next little while. I don't think we're going to really have much of an altcoin season until Ethereum really starts to take off. And then, that's the thing. When Ethereum starts to do really well with their changes that they're implementing in August, we're going to see the Bitcoin price probably rise as well, because Bitcoin can't be outperformed by Ethereum. Happens every time, right? They always talk about the flippening, right? So Bitcoin people can have that, and that price is going to be going up as well, probably in that time period, which I made a prediction about previously. And the other thing on that time period is the harvest season coming to an end, August, September. In that stretch of time, all the food prices are going to go right up because of expensive farming fuel to get the crop on the ground, out of the ground, to the market, and the list goes on. And this is going to be our pretty big start of the downward trend of the economy for the next couple of years. This is where Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going to be coming into place to have a replacement for all the blundering of the governments. Okay. What we were talking about Moon River. I think the people are going to be working hard behind the scenes and getting that thing, moving it forward. I don't see any major situations happening for Moon River in the next year. And I do believe that there's going to be some really good buying opportunities for everybody out there, if you like to, for Moon River itself. Okay, let's, I guess, move on to the next thing. Haha, we're into the chat now. Hi, Andre. Can you share what's happening with quantum? What's the best week to be greedy to buy crypto in June? Okay. The best week in June. Okay, I think I can do that. First week and the third week are going to be probably your best times for buying. It's going to do this sort of thing. So we're going to have a nice buying opportunity in the first week of June, and whatever else. It usually paired with something else happening in the world. Always. Now that it's cryptocurrencies are following the traditional market in the ups and downs. Unfortunately, they should be separate, but they're not. They're right. Today, they're treated as the same thing. So the first week, so that means the regular economy is going to go in the first week of June, and then in the second week of, the third week of June, probably some really good buying opportunities at that time. Okay. Astrologers think between 4 and 7. Okay, so that would be that first week. So, awesome. I don't know much about astrology. I wish I knew more, actually. Good evening, Andre. What can you share about Rally? Don't think I've ever heard of Rally. I'm guessing it's a cryptocurrency of some sort. I've been to rallies, but I don't know anything about the cryptocurrency rally. Okay. Rally. This will be for the year coming up. It seems that the health is it's not doing so well at the moment in time for the next year or so. The rally may not rally, as they say. They are working hard in the background, doing things, hoping to charge forward very, very soon, and soon could be like a couple months from now. But right now, it's going to be slim pickings and kind of nothing exciting. Okay, so I forgot the quantum question. Did I?
No, you didn't.
I did it.
She missed it.
Oh, you missed it. Oh, okay. Getting back to rally. Back to the rally. It seems that the health of it is going to be pretty laissez-faire. The people involved in it are pretty good. We got the Ace of Cups. Okay. And we got the Knight of Cups. So the people are super duper. They're just working hard behind the scenes to get this thing moving in a positive direction. At the moment, the health is not the greatest for the moment. So it could be some good buying opportunities for everybody out there if you're wanting to get into rally. Okay. That's a good question. Thank you for that. Luna 2.0. I was watching today on TMI, The Modern Investor, and they were talking about that. It's an awesome thing where they're going to be completely different blockchain. So they're not going to split the chain, okay, like a hard fork. They're just going to make an entirely new chain without any stable coins involved with that. I wonder why. Trying to feel it'll go off without a hitch. The Luna 2.0. Anyone who had coins on the old chain, they're gonna airdrop everything to the people that for the new chain. So, and it's good. Then it gets into percentages of the amount of coins that they're going to be giving you in the future. Will the new Luna 2.0 do well? I guess is the question. Let's have a yearly look. I can't. They did say when it was going to be launched. I think it's a day or two from now, if it hasn't already. So let's have a look. Interesting. That seems Luna 2.0 is, the health of it is quite shaky in the very beginning. So this is the year look. And the money's not going to be amazing because they don't have the stable coin attached to it. So there's not the big money gainer for the next while. Okay, so the price is going to be kind of flat and everything else going on, and people are going to be a little shy getting into that crypto new blockchain, as it were, because of what happened not that long ago. Yeah, buyer, people a little worried about getting into that blockchain. And the people that are involved in it, we got this wonderful card, the Tower, and right next to it. Okay, so there's a lot of fear, a lot of disruptive activities and attitudes within the team itself. I think overall the leadership is positive, but I think the people working on the project is not at the best. Okay, because everything that went on is going to be transferred. The emotion of it is going to be transferred into the new blockchain itself. So it may take some time for it to really do anything, and it's going to be way beyond the year that I put out here. We got that Three of Swords. So things are going to come between the person and the goal. So it's not going to be anytime soon that it's going to be really blasting off like the previous blockchain had done. Okay. They're going to have to regain a lot of losses. Okay. So let's, I guess, move on. Hi, Andre. Can I talk with my bigger self or spirit guides? They don't seem to answer. Usually when somebody asks this question, it's usually because you're not allowing yourself to listen. When you force the issue, it usually does not work. It's when you relax into it and you don't have any preconceived notions of what the situation will be like. They are probably talking to you. They're probably not talking to you in a way that you understand. You have to remember spirit guides and higher self talks at a frequency that is probably higher than what you can understand. So you have to tell them to slow down. Okay, because they're talking at the speed of energy. So when you start listening to guides and the universal mind and all that, they're going to be talking to you a mile a minute. So it's going to be a buzzing in your ear if you're receiving through audio. It could be clairgustance, it could be clairvoyance, clairaudience. So depending on what type of psychic you are, not everybody has all the different senses, like clairvoyance, audience, which is hearing, or clairgustance. Not everybody has that. So you may receive pictures with clairvoyance. Okay. So the fastest way for them to speak to you is through pictures. Okay. Or this is when we have to learn symbology. Okay. So we got the devil card. It's funny that I picked that one. What that symbol means to you, that's how they're going to be talking to you, is through images, because it's easier for them to communicate to us mortals in that way. To communicate through speech would be a lot of work to get to that situation. Okay, sometimes it's just the feeling that you get, or they'll If you pay attention to things around you, they'll give it to you from TV sometimes, or pictures from outside that you notice, and that could be another way of them speaking to you. Okay, so they are probably speaking to you. It just you just have to quiet down the monkey chatter, like the title of the video, and learn to listen. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. Okay. Okay, dilly dilly. XRP or XPR. Okay. Is it a good project? Oh, Proton. Okay. Crypto, a good project. Will it reach 50 cents or more in the next 12 months? Okay. Well, let's see if it's a good project to begin with. Will it last? I am picking up that it's a cryptocurrency that's probably it'll last for a while. I don't think in the it's not a long-term thing. It's going to be a short-term thing. So it could be something that you can make a lot of money with if you're trading it. I don't think it's going to get to that. Well, I think it might get to that 50-cent mark, but that could be maybe the top, and then it's going to do this sort of thing. Okay, that I'm picking up. I don't think it's going to last for years and years and years and years like Bitcoin, but I think it's a good way of making money in the short term if you are skilled at that. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Will ETH go to 5,000 this year or early next year? Good question. Since Vitalik made his announcement the other day, I think everything's going to start to look up for Ethereum in the next little while. Giving everybody a timeline. Yeah, the decision for it to move forward, I think when a little before the thing happens, the switch over from proof of work to proof of stake and all the other wonderful things that are involved in the Ethereum 2.0, I think the price is going to start to really ramp up. I think it's going to get to that $5,000 mark, not this year, but the next year after that. Okay, so it'll be 2023 until that sort of thing happens. A lot of other things have to happen around the world. And then at that moment in time, you're going to see Bitcoin really spike as well, because those Ethereum can't beat us, and that'll be the attitude going forward for Bitcoin as well. That they always have to be above Ethereum. So next year, early next year would be right. Yeah, I think a lot of things are going to be jumping up high when the Ethereum 2.0 comes into play. Okay, thank you for that question. Super Whittle Guy. 3 cards on when humans will discover, or rather implement, another sustainable energy source besides the very inefficient fossil fuels we currently use. Cold fusion, quantum fusion. I don't predict that for quite some time. I think a lot of the findings that they found in Antarctica, this is why the silver price is going to go up, because there's going to be a energy source based on off of silver. Okay, well, the technology of it that they're going to be bringing out. When? The only time that will happen is when our governments fall flat on their face. Okay. The only time, because that allows them to have control over us. So when that stops being a thing, that's when Eureka! There's a new power source that everybody can use, right? And I don't think governments are going to be falling flat on their face for quite some time. So probably long after we're no longer here on the planet. Okay, it won't probably be in our lifetimes. You'll probably see little hints of it, but probably won't be developed for much later than our lifetimes. So our kids might see that technology come out. Okay. Thank you for the question. Any week best for BTC in June? You mean buying? Buying opportunities. Okay. In June. Kind of went along with that other one for, which was Ethereum in June. Anyways. So if you're looking for the best time for buying, I think it's going to be the first week of June, where greediness should be plentiful. And I think at the last week of June is going to be a good time as well. Okay. I think August, around then, there is some good buying opportunities there as well. Really well. Okay. So your choice. You can do it in June or wait till August for those really good buying opportunities. Just a reminder that in that time period, the price is going to come down, where this is for Bitcoin, that everybody can acquire a Bitcoin and it won't be too bad for them. And beyond that time, it's going to be out of reach for the average person. Okay, after that August time. Okay, thank you for that question. Doge to launch into space this summer with Elon satellites. Will Doge do well then? It's done well since Elon typed something on a computer about it. Of course, every time Elon does something on Twitter, it gets news. He hasn't really talked much about cryptocurrencies as of late because he's been doing other things. But let's have a look. It's going to be a little bit of a fight and a long journey until he'll launch it and all that wonderful stuff. But I don't think it's going to be capturing the world's attention at that moment in time. It'll be a long journey for the Dogecoin to really start to pick up traction after that moment in time when that happens. Because I think in that period of time, everybody's thoughts are going to be onto something else, which is understandable with everything going on after 2 years of silliness. I don't think it's going to be grabbing people's attention as everybody thought it would. It will do okay after that moment in time, but not to the amazing heights that people are thinking. Okay. Doge will be around and it will do well, but I don't think you're going to see huge jumps for quite some time in the price. Okay. Thank you for that question. Why Link will do well? Well, that's based on information that I got from many other sources that was the plan moving forward for our new financial system. Okay, where the new financial system is going to be based on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, Link or Chainlink, and BCH, Bitcoin Cash. This is what's actually been put on the whiteboard, I guess, or present. It was a presentation slide from a government agency that was the way forward. That was the first time that anybody really started looking at Chainlink, because it's going to be like an oracle, which is going to be able to talk to everything at once. There are charts and posters of the plan going forward with those cryptocurrencies, and those cryptocurrencies that I keep mentioning are the ones that are going to be the center of everything else. Okay, especially Ethereum, which is going to be doing your contracts and putting all the old system onto the new system. Okay, your bonds, your mutual funds, your RRSPs if you're Canadian, or your 401 if you're American. It's all going to be put onto the blockchain, which will be Ethereum and Ethereum type products. Link is going to be the thing that talks to all the different cryptocurrencies and giving them a center point so they all can communicate with one another. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, thank you. Will Robinhood still exist after the event? That's a good question. I'm not a big fan of Robinhood, especially what they did after Wall Street thingamajig that happened a while back, and not paying out the money because regular folks were making money and they didn't like that at the expense of rich people. So I wasn't a big fan of Robinhood after that or before that. I'm into crypto. I'm into having the cryptocurrency in my, well, proverbially in my hands, not on some app. And of course, you buy it or you cash it out and they give you money, not the actual cryptocurrency. So, will they last after the event? And the answer to that question is sorta. They will be around in some form after the event, but I don't think they're going to have that big thing to do, big to do after the event. I think people are going to be moving on to other things, and their minds are going to be focused on other things because there's going to be other options for people to get into stock trading. Okay, you don't need a phone app. You can do it on the computer as well. But I think Robinhood's going to be falling from grace after the event. Okay. It will be around, but I don't think a lot of people are going to be excited about it like they have been in the past. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. I wonder who this person is. Maybe this is the only time she can get a straight answer out of me. Okay. Now, for those that don't know, my wife works at a hospital. So I guess she was looking at a job opportunity so we can keep the cats fed. And other things, of course. Let's do a 3-card reading. Wow. Unit assistant job. This is brand new, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit of a journey. Okay. But we have the world card. So the world is your oyster. So you may not get this position, but it's going to lead into something else. I am picking up that it's a little bit of smoke and mirrors going on with that situation. And I think somebody else is going to be taking that position, but something else is going to be coming that's much, much better right after that. Okay, so go for it. Get your name on the list, and I think something is going to be coming out of that. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I guess we got time for one more.
We don't have any more.
We don't have any more. Quick, somebody ask a question. Okay. I've answered everybody's question. Amazing. And with 4 minutes left, what should we ask? Come on, Super Whittle guy. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ma Seti wants a 3-card reading. Oh, Super Whittle guy. Okay, we'll do 2. And that'll be it. We'll do Super Whittle guy. And there's Ma Seti. Okay. And he wants on any good luck. The only luck there is those luck that you make. So, it's leading back to the other reading that I gave you a while back. Is that you have to get the motion happening with things, okay, and get it moving, and then the luck will start to come to you. It's always that the law of motion and action will produce luck. Okay. I think your viewpoint is changing a little bit for the next little while, and I think you're going to be on the right track once you get into motion. You're going to have all the right ideas coming to you at the right times to move forward. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out, Super Whittle guy. There we go. Mm-hmm. So Masetti, it seems that there's going to be some money coming your way. And it's going to be money that you're going to be putting away for a rainy day, and you're going to be overseeing this money in a good way. You're preparing for the event. Somebody was at, what's the event? The thing going on right now, all over. And you're going to be handling that money superbly and putting it into the right things coming up. Okay. And you're going to have to keep guard of that money and not spend it until the right moment. And you'll know when that moment comes. Okay. Thank you for that question. And I guess that's the hour. So always grateful for everybody that comes out. Makes the show a great time. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go down to psychicreadingsbyandre.com, where you can book a reading. The wife has done up the website. It looks peachy king.
There's a new video you should check out under crypto predictions.
A new video on my crypto predictions. Was it good?
It's a crypto remix.
Oh, Crypto Remix. Long time ago, a fan of ours made up a music video of me on the couch saying things, and he put it to music and audio tone my voice. It's really good, actually. Go have a look on that. And if you like a treasure to keep your cryptocurrency safe, there's a link on the at secondreadsbyandre.com where I have a link for that. Okay, so just a reminder, we're doing lives here on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday will be our next one at 10 a.m. Central, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark that down on your calendar, and I'll see you in the future. Make sure you like, subscribe.